Hello, Zetsu here, playing on my Thief. Decided to go for a slightly different build this time. I'm not using the Venoms, well I'm still using the Elite Venom just because I like to have a Immobilize handy. But I'm still using Pistol, Dagger and Shortbow, but I've decided to switch to a more power crit build instead of my regular condition build, just to see how it works. And I know that this build is more commonly used with the sort of backstab, or even with the sword or double pistol, but I really do enjoy the pistol dagger setup, so I thought I'd give it a go. Mostly I've been focusing on the short bow and just trying to experiment with the best places to teleport with the short bow's ability. What I do find is that the short bow, although good for all builds on Thief, some of the attacks are a little bit lackluster with the condition build because you just don't get the crits, and the damage isn't very high without the crits. Thought I'd see if I could teleport there, but it didn't work, so I just walked the regular way. I've started using the auto-targeted AoE, so I'm just getting used to that as well. It is a little bit more fluid, and there's a nice jumping opportunity. It is a little bit more fluid, but you do have to be careful. I found myself a couple of times using I can't remember what it's called, I think Infiltrators something or other, the deception skill that allows you to shadow step out and then back in. Might even just be called shadow step. Because it's targeted, I sometimes find myself doing it to a not particularly safe location, or doing a arrow teleport to somewhere that's out of range, and that can be a bit annoying, but I figure it's just something you'll get better at with time. So far in the game it's been a bit boring for me. I've not really been seeing too much action, so I use that opportunity, and there's quite a lot of, I think it's a warrior, and obviously the Treb's still there, and there's a couple of turrets. I've taken one out, but I basically just want to stay out of his range and try to take them all down at the same time if I can. So I just short bowing using the auto attack and a couple of cluster bombs for that. What I have found is with the power build, the cluster bomb is I find it's easier to combo if you don't explode it and let it hit with the full damage, because the only benefit I found before with clustering it is either if the target is running away and you can still hit him with part of the cluster by exploding it early, or because you get more bleeds if you hit with more than one hit. What I do find on this build is because the the trick shot does more damage, it's better to just combo between the cluster bomb and the trick shot. Mesmer wasting a bit of time for me there, so I thought I'd just try to go invisible and get the stomp, but I couldn't find him. Thought I'd try another time to get a shadow step over this side, but it doesn't seem to work. It seems like this side here is the best way to do it, which it works quite easily. Just need to recapture the point. Didn't see... oh, okay, here we go. So they're trying to take the other point, so again, with the short bow, lovely mobility. I'm just trying to get the hand of doing that fluidly. Found some good points in which you can do that. Using the short bow combo in again to take them down, and this is where this power build really works nicely with the short bow, because with my carrion build, which has got nice power and nice condition damage but no crit and no crit damage either, the damage with the auto attack cluster bomb combo is just not very much. It's good for keeping people conditioned, but it's just I don't know, it's just a little bit underwhelming damage wise, where I find that this build is quite nice. And even though if I was using the backstab setup, that would definitely be more damaging and spikes, but the surprise shot with the, sorry, I can't remember what it's called, is it sneak attack, I think it's just called that, with the stealth pistol, it's 5 hits and it does more than a backstab from in front, and it does less than behind, but if you count the bleeds as well, it actually does pretty much the same damage, but just because it's not in a burst, so it's not quite as effective at the time. And obviously some thieves are able to backstab sort of 5-6k, and you wouldn't see that with the surprise shot, but you can hit sort of 2.5 and then a good amount of bleeds as well. So I find it's better because I really don't like the backstab sort of thing yourself a lot of the time build. I find I like to have a bit of survivability, so with this build I have got quite a bit in vitality, and I only have 20 in crit because there's not really any traits in crit that I like particularly, but obviously I needed it for the crit chance and crit damage, because the crit damage is really important in this sort of build. Yeah, so a little bit more point recapture. I just sped this bit up because it's a bit boring. But yeah, I will post the build. It's probably what you expect. I've got a recharge on Deception. I may get rid of the Signet that gives you 25% speed boost, simply because it's useful, but it's probably not that useful all the time. Here's a nice bit coming up. I saw there's 3 of them on 2, or maybe 4 on 2 now, and I just about got hit by a glass cannony guardian, and you see the damage is absolutely huge. I did a quick evade. What I used here is the shortbow escape on very, very low health, teleported up to the top. You see 7,000 damage hit from that guy. And yeah, if I was full glass cannon, I definitely would have died there. I mean, I probably took more damage than I needed to, but I was just like, oh my god, with that escape, because they just had no idea what was going on, and it gave me a good opportunity to just pelt them with the cluster bombs. I was noticing that my auto attack here was not targeting the right person, even though he was targeted. It was just hitting someone else, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I thought I'd wait to clear them out with the cluster bomb. And yeah, like, as long as you know the teleport locations with the arrow, that was, I mean, that was an amazing escape for me, because it was like literally one more hit and I would have been dead. And I had a lot of aggro on me, and one guy, that guardian, was just hitting me stupidly hard. I certainly couldn't hope to hit anyone as hard as I got hit then. I think the hammer summon hit me about 4.2k, like, just with that, and then with the aggro on me, it was pretty horrific. But anyway, yeah, so it was 11 kills, 0 deaths, nice bit of gameplay. It's my first game with this setup. I normally go to condition build, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to play more. See you guys later.